I'm waiting for it to like hit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of hit, but
okay.
like I'm like, that's mine.
Yeah.
Not mine, but
ours.
Ours. Oh God. I did it. How do I be as tall as you?
With my new schedule, I feel like I don't film for like 5 days in a row, and then I like don't remember how to film. I film for like 2 days straight, and then I don't film for 5, and then I go to film again, and I'm like, good ASMR. Allergy season. Good ASMR. Welcome back, everyone. Today's video is going to be such a fun one because we are welcoming on Miss Ashley. Hi.
Hey.
Are you so excited to be here? Mrs. Excuse me. My bad.
Meditation.
Do you
Manifestation.
Manifestation. I know what you meant.
Oh my God, today is gonna go swimmingly. This is the second video in a row that we have not been able to speak, so.
But it'll be fine. Do you call a divorced woman something different? What's the difference between Miss, Ms, and Mrs.? I'm supposed to know that answer. Mrs. is married.
MS is divorced or widowed.
And Miss is single?
I don't know.
Today's video is a special one because we just announced a lip gloss collection that is out now. So if you haven't seen, I've already put a video up about the collection with Ofra Cosmetics that we have right here. This is, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Big YouTuber energy. We came out with a collaboration with Ofra Cosmetics on 3 new glosses. So it is us. Our friend Katie is here in spirit. She's really just working her job.
I am as well.
Well, you are as well. I am as well.
Yeah,
all of us
all
are working our jobs, though Katie is in an office. But we are just going to talk a little bit about the collection and how we came out with it. But if you haven't seen the original video, I'll kind of go more into the backstory of it. And the collection's available now on ofracosmetics.com. If you want to purchase it, you can use the affiliate code Samantha. Saves you some money. But I think that's all.
Yeah.
We can just jump into it. How does it feel to have a lip gloss collection out there?
I don't think I've processed it. But it feels pretty cool.
Okay.
I mean, I like wearing them.
Okay.
I watched the video. It was very sweet. I teared up. I didn't cry. I was a bit in a mood yesterday.
Okay.
But I know that I'm gonna rewatch it and cry. My husband, I definitely saw him said, see, we're off to a terrible start.
It's going great.
Shed some tears, and I was like,
"Aww,
are you okay?" And he was like, that was really sweet. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, are you okay? I was like, I'm just in a weird.
But yeah, I have no emotion. I'm great.
The moon is screwing with me.
The moon's got to be doing something weird right now for sure. Aw, well,
and thoughtful. I think I teared up more about Katie because I was like, oh, she's grown so much.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
It's some of those photos are just. It's funny. What, 2 years ago you made me a birthday album? We had like 4 pictures together. You'd like find them, and now. My husband was like, oh, you guys need photos? Here. And I was like, okay, we don't need 7,000.
Literally in the group chat, because I was like sending photos that I was going to use for like an Instagram post, just like of the 3 of us. And he goes, oh, do you need some? I have 1,000. And I was like, no, I know that he actually does have 1,000. Like, he's not in our photos because he's not a social media guy, but he's always taking the photos. We don't even know he's taking the photos. And it's truly like having our own paparazzi here.
He has said crazy. Sometimes he feels creepy, but I'm like, it's okay.
But he gets like the best, like in the moment, like funny, I don't know, action shots, I want to say.
Honestly, watching you and JoJo at Halloween in The Devil and Angel, and my husband's like taking photos, and I'm in the bar and I'm walking out, and all I hear him yelling is like, yes, girl, work that. Oh my God. Samantha, JoJo, hit that angle. Like, he's the biggest hype man, and it's really funny.
It really is.
He's captured a lot of good stuff for us.
For sure.
But it's crazy, like, all of how it started and, like, just feels like slowly evolved, but then I look at it and I was like, maybe not. I mean, it did. It was a slow roll until it wasn't.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's true. Because, I do remember, like, because I met you guys at different times. Like, I met you at different times. I met Katie at a different time. But I will say, like, my first thought wasn't like, oh, I'm going to be friends with them.
I told my husband that I didn't want to be friends with Katie.
I do remember that.
I was like, no, I'm okay.
She's not it.
Sometimes people have a day.
Yeah.
Or they have a crazy friend.
Did you just look at me?
No, I was like looking around.
Mm-hmm. Looking around. I see. The crazy friend. I feel like you stared at me.
You're not crazy.
Okay, we'll go with that. I have a few like friendship topics that I want to talk about, but I almost feel like we would have to like not discuss them beforehand, but like I don't even have my full thoughts figured out. So I feel like if you want to see like an actual video on like more like chatty friendship topics, I just feel like there's like deeper topics that I think like we could both think about and then come with our like point of views on them. So let us know if you want to see that, because what I was saying in the launch video was it's so interesting to me having Ashley on my channel several times, but I always get comments of people saying like, oh, I wish I had a friendship like yours, or like you really love watching our friendship and that sort of thing. And I just thought it would be interesting to talk a little bit more about, like, because I mentioned in the video, like friendships like this aren't, I don't want to say that they're not easy, because in one sense I feel like this is the easiest friendship I've ever had. And like even today, like walking into the house, like it's just everything is like so comfortable to me. Like it's just like such a weird feeling. Like I take off my shoes, I put on my house slippers, and I'm just like, home, you know, like it's such like an easy feeling for me. But at the same time, like really it's kind of like a relationship. Like I know that we make sacrifices for each other. We do things that we don't necessarily want to do or do at that time, or you know, whatever. Like in my video I was saying that like sometimes I feel like you watch me and Katie from afar and you're like, those are bad ideas, but you let us make.
I also say them to your face.
No,
and then
absolutely.
They just say, thank you for your opinion. I'm like, you want me to walk you through it? And they're like, not really. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you in a week.
Thank you for your opinion. I'm gonna do that anyways.
Yeah.
But I described you as like my actual mom. Shout out mom. She was always someone who wasn't afraid to be like, that's not a good idea, but like you can do it because you'll figure it out for yourself. Like I think she had the mindset too of like, you can't really like learn lessons if you just don't go through your own things.
I also don't know.
That's true.
Like,
true.
I think we do a good job of giving each other opinions. It doesn't mean that just because you're gonna go do X means that it will blow up like I think so. Am I typically right? Yes. But
it does like to be right.
Can't prove a negative. Like, if you don't do it, how could you say? And we do talk through like, why are you thinking you should do X? Like, what's your end goal?
It's funny too. I feel like I'm going to be changing topics all over the place too. But one thing, because I was talking about it with one of my friends this morning, is like I almost had some anxiety like putting out the initial video, because I was like, I feel like Katie and Ashley should like be in the video with me, but I almost didn't want you guys in the video because I knew I was going to be like very emotional the whole time. And I think it's easier for me to like, I think it was just easier for me to do it on my own and to be able to say what I wanted to say, literally sitting all by myself, like, and not having the pressure of like people looking at me or like giving feedback like while I'm filming, because it was hard. It took me hours. I was sweating and I had a flight that night, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to finish this video before my flight. Like it took me hours
and not
to
look
film
like you're
that.
Crying.
And then I went back and I like watched it, and then I went back and like refilmed some parts, and then I went back like that video. It's a 30-minute video. I mean, it took me so long to film it, and so I didn't want to like have to drag people. Like I'm always very appreciative when you like want to come in my videos, but I also feel bad because I'm like, you have a job, you have a life. I literally texted you. I said, do you want to film and get ready with me this week? I said, no worries if you have a ... job and a life.
Which also makes me angry, because then she'll make stupid comments like, well, I'm just a YouTuber or whatever. And I'm like, I watch you. You're also not just a YouTuber. Also, that entails a lot. Like, I love it. And I'm grateful when you want me involved in stuff, but I agree with doing it kind of separate, and I understand that. Like, us three are very uncomfortable with like emotion. like tears and like, oh no, don't cry, or like make a joke because it's serious. Like it would be a very different video, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think so too.
That probably wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then I also like, I felt bad because then I was like, I feel like we film a lot and Katie doesn't film as much, and then I get in my head of like, I think I get in my head more of like, what are other people thinking of me? And I know that I need to stop that, because like that's something, you sent me that thing the other day of what you can and can't control. And like,
what's funny is I just took a screenshot for me to remember not to be crazy, and we couldn't send photos back, and I was just like, that was my last photo, so I sent it, and I like read it, and I was like, that's ironic, and that's really funny. And then I went on a spiral. I was like, oh my god, does she think I'm saying that she's crazy? Because I took a screenshot to tell myself don't be crazy, but then I sent it to you, and you were like, thanks. I was like, welcome.
I thought it was so funny though, because I feel like at that time I was having like my own spiral moment, but I wasn't like saying anything. And then she just sends me that, and I was like, how does she know that that was what I needed to see right now? Like, I needed to be reminded that like I can't control these external things. Like, just focus on yourself.
I was reminding myself.
It's our ESPN, let me tell you.
It is. It's actually pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. We're also both using the Life's Draft palette. I wanted to bring this palette in because it is still available on the Ofra website. This is what I came out with in the Life's Draft collection. So it's what they're called the mini mix palettes. So it's 8 eyeshadows up here, and then there's also a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. And honestly, I use all 3 of these as eyeshadows as well. So when I was designing the shades, I wanted these to also complement these, because you can intermix them any way that you want. But all of my past collaborations with Ofra are still on the site. So bronzer duo, blush duo, which the blush duo I saw is selling, which I love that duo. It's called Chick Lit. And then I have 2 highlighters, a liquid lipstick. Now I have, 6 glosses with them. So all the products are still available. And I know they have a favorites page as well. So I picked out some of my favorite products, like their Puff. Like, if you're looking for a good makeup sponge, I love the one from Ofra. I've been recommending it for so many years, but they're all available on the site. But going back to like, I was getting worried if people were like, well, why isn't Katie in her videos? Like, why? Like, they say they have this friendship, but like, where's Katie? Like, and all of these things.
Katie's gone.
Katie's
hiding.
Katie's gone. But also, I said in the video, I was like, I would have thought out of the 2 of you that you would be less likely to want to be in videos, and Katie would be more.
Same.
But Katie doesn't. Not that I don't want to speak for her, but like, she doesn't necessarily love being on camera and doing social media.
Yeah,
which is incredibly fair. Like,
the times that when you're like gonna throw this out, she's like, I'm down. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yay. When she says yes to like doing a video with like the 3 of us or the 2 of us, I'm like, oh, like, so exciting, because most of the time she'll say no, which is great. Like, I would prefer my friend to say what she wants to do, and I'm never like, what? Come on, because like, being on the internet, and like, even when you were like, oh, I would come in your videos with you, I was like, are you sure? Because once you put yourself on the internet, you're out there. You can't take it back. Yeah. Like, and so we talked for a long time before you came on that first video of going through your makeup bag. We talked for a long time of like, are you sure you really want to do it? Because again, just once you do it, there's no coming back from it. But like, even like tagging Katie like on Instagram, so I'm always like, is this okay? Like, I never want to put somebody in the spotlight that doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
I'm just laughing because we're so psychotic. Literally before you came over, Katie was like, listen, should I write what if I don't write something on my own for the post, and I feel like it's disingenuous if I repost it, and like, would someone tag me and then it wouldn't go through? And I was like, what is wrong with all of us? And then she goes, I don't know if I should tell Samantha that my mom was really excited that about the lip glosses, so I sent her home with some. And I was like, she's gonna be so mad because we don't have 20 here.
Right. Like, we have so many lip glosses.
I don't know if she told you, but
no, she didn't.
Spoiler alert.
So cute. I hope she sent her with the whole set.
She did, and she was like, good. I said, what did your mom say? And she was like, whoa, this is amazing, and like going through everything.
That's so cool. Well, that's like, because when her mom was here, I was like, Katie, make sure you check your mail. Because Ofra sent them like the PR box as well. So since Katie's family was here, I was like, make sure to check your mail before your family leaves. Like, I want them to be able to like see it too. So I just get like, I was just like worried that people be like, where's Katie? Like, you guys talk about the freebie all the time and then she's not in here. Like,
and I understand that.
Yeah. But it really is like, I never have any, like, even if you one day were like, you know what, I don't really want to be in your videos anymore, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
Can't make me.
Can't.
I know. I've thought about it too. Like, I don't know. Are people annoyed with seeing me? Do you talk about me too much? Are people destroying our friendship? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's why for anyone, I just get so in my own brain. I haven't seen a single comment being like, where's Katie? I have not seen a single comment of anyone saying that, but my brain is like, I was super grateful because when I first had the like call with Ofra of, you know, do you want to make more glosses and all of these things? And then we decided on 3 because I did a trio last time we came out with Queen, Millie, and Peony. And so she'd mentioned 3 again, and I was like, I just feel like 3 would be like so perfect, like, you know, to bring them in and like what they want to like help like design some shades and I don't know, kind of think of like the marketing together and all these things. And but I had no idea. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna say yes or no or whatnot, but they both were super excited about it, and that just made me even more excited. And then it was fun to get like the, you know, because we got like the different samples in and all of that, and like so we started like swatching them on all of us, then we started wearing them on all of us, and we were like taking pictures. Like I just remember that night at Caspian's, like trying to take different pictures really of you so we could see like, is because we were trying to get like a red for your shade, which was really hard to do.
Sorry, Ofra.
That was the one.
I felt so bad being like, no. Yeah. Turns out it's quite difficult. But we did like, I did like all of them, to be clear. I really loved the last one that we eventually nixed just because it was just very hard and very specific shade. And like, I liked it more when we were out that night than when I initially put it on. Yeah. So like, I think it was like a kind of a tough sell. Yeah. I really love what we ended up with, but who knew? I mean, you probably knew, but I didn't. I was like, I love red. And Samantha's like, any other color? And I'm like, no, I really love red. She's like, all right.
Yeah, that was the toughest one. But it's funny though, just because from when I did the gloss collection in the past, like Millie was the toughest gloss for us to do, which is like the pearl shade. That was one where I literally thought up until the very last minute, I thought we were gonna have to scrap that one. And I was so sad about it because it was so specific in my mind. I wanted it to be for my grandma, whose name is Millie. I wanted it to be very pearl because her favorite thing was pearls. Like, so, and she wore this specific Revlon like pearly nail polish, and so like that's what I was going after. And I had such like the vision in my mind that I was like, it has to be like that. And when we got it like at the absolute like last deadline that we could have, I was so excited for it. But that's just kind of what it reminded me, because I think we got Next was done right away. I think we had that one was really quick. Chapter, which was mine, is the mauve one, and we did have some issues with that because at first it was coming out like too pink. Like I think I said in my video, like I had a call where I just kept yelling like more mauve as I apply mauve eyeshadow. We were able to get that one. I wanted to have like a lot of the shimmer to it, but it was actually Fam that was the hardest one to decide on. But it was really important for me that they liked the shades as well, of course. And like, but it was, I guess it was fun too to see the process of like, it's not super easy. It's not just a like, I like this shade, okay, it's produced. Like there's more that goes into it. There's so many samples that we went through. It took us a lot of time to eventually decide on everything, and I don't know. So it was just fun because when I went through the process first, it was cool to see like how it all comes together, and then just have you guys be able to see what it looks like. I thought was like for me, it was a fun experience. I don't know if for you.
It was, and it's funny because like we'd be like, no, like this is great. I love it. And Samantha's like, okay, you're not hurting anyone's feelings, because it's like I don't know, it's kind of like our relationship of like when sometimes you have to have tough conversations, and you're like, I don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever, but like this is a product that you're perfecting for your vision, like it's okay. And I'm like, well, it's good. Yeah. And then Samantha's like, okay, cool, I got this.
Well, I was laughing the other day because when we were talking about it, you were like, we all have our routines and like we know what's going on. Like I'm the first one that sends the text message in the morning because I'm up the earliest, so I'm always like, good morning, hope everyone has a great day. Or, you know, sometimes I say something super witty and funny because I'm hilarious. Sometimes I just send a meme, you know, but I'm usually the first one that starts a message. And then like on the weekends, I know like Ashley is going to be later, and then like Katie will pop in there and send us pictures of her food and all these things. But it's like we have our routines. So when someone strays from the routine, it's like, what you doing?
Okay.
And it's like, we can't be in our same exact routine every single day, and I have to remember that. But that was funny when you slept in and I was like literally in California just panicking. I was like, something's wrong.
Hello?
Something's wrong with Ashley.
We have a launch to do.
Poked yourself?
Yeah, so I gotta wait.
God. I was gonna ask you if you remembered what to do, and you do.
I have been.
Should I use the Tarte mascara too?
Yeah.
I think I put it in here. I'm gonna shop my stash. Saying in the video that I was like, I almost feel like the glosses are like this tangible thing to be like, look,
It was really.
we're friends.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. It was really cool, and like, I didn't expect you to ask us to do it. So like, even Katie and I were talking about it the other day behind your back.
Love it.
And we're just like, I don't know. This is who can say that they've done this? Like, and I've never in my life thought I would be like, oh, I know someone who's a creator and does this stuff, and like now I'm doing content things with them, and like it's, dang it, I didn't let it dry enough.
Uh-oh.
Patience.
Where is it?
Up here.
Oh.
Got it, good. So I'm gonna go back in and try again.
Yeah.
Instead of letting it dry. Got it.
You're doing great.
I mean, not that you would want to be part of my job. I wouldn't make you suffer, but like, you don't get to experience that on the other end. So, I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And that's, I know we joked about it at one time that we were like, do we really know what each other does? Like, I have no idea. I don't even know. I listen to your phone calls and that is way above my pay grade. I have no idea what you're talking about. Katie, I think I have a general gist of what she's got going on, but sometimes I look at her computer screen and again, I'm like, oh, I just take pictures of myself for the internet. I have no idea what's going on your gigantic screen with this graph of things happening. But I also feel like there's a lot of times where you guys probably don't understand what I do. And because I do so many different things.
Yeah.
The other day, someone was like, oh, you run your own business? What do you do? I was like,
how long do you have?
I was like, well, I have like 4 businesses, but like, here's what I do. But it is fun when you can, it's like a take your friends to work day.
Yeah.
Type situation, but it's fun for me, hopefully for you guys, but it's fun for me to be able to like have you guys come in and like kind of see the behind the scenes and like what all goes on, because like you said too, like you've said in the past, like you didn't really understand, not that you didn't think like being an influencer wasn't a real job, but like now you actually get to see what goes into it, and just kind of gives you a different perspective on it.
I totally agree. And then, you know, we're working on my temper with people.
I love that. I love that. With the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the comments are just a little crazy, but you know, try to remember that those people are probably going through something of their own and they're directing their anger at us and all the woola stuff that we're supposed to say.
The what?
I went with woola for that one. I'm not really sure why, but
is that a thing?
I think I just watched a video and a girl was like, I'm going to turn you on to all my woo-woo tricks. And I was like, oh, that's fun.
So you just tried to
I think that was in my mind. So
woola.
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 Woola. Because it's like woola, but like woo-woo, but like woola. You know?
What song was that? I saw this thing on Reddit that basically was within the family, like the son and daughter and the parents and them all sitting down, like literally trying to explain what they thought that the other did, and it was just hilarious.
We should do that. That's like, funny.
It was hilarious. I'm gonna do a liner.
Oh yes, what liner are you doing?
The Rare Beauty.
It's probably like Worthy or Humble.
Where did you? Oh wow.
Oh,
it's tiny.
Gotcha. What gloss are you using today?
I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do next? I feel like next is gonna be a really popular one because I feel like with it being more sheer, I think like a lot of people can wear it, and it's really so different with any lip liner that you do, which I think is great. I think I'm gonna use, I feel like I want to use Chapter because I did a very mauve eye look as well, but I think all my eyeliners are in, or my lip liners are in my purse.
They're still upstairs.
Well, I'm gonna try this one again. This is from Merit. This is the Bespoke lip liner. I did it in my, I used it in my Sephora, like, Get Ready With Me. Okay, the shade, I really don't mind the shade. It's very close to my lips, but it's almost like too close. Like I don't want lip liners to be my lips because it needs to be a shade darker, in my opinion, for me, for what I like. But also, it's just that it wipes away so quickly that it's like kind of driving me crazy. But of course, I like to give it a few shots and like see what I think. But I don't know. I just don't feel like, I literally put it on in my video and I go, I hate this already. Like I did like one line, I was like, I hate this already. Like I was instantly mad, but like we'll try again.
I do really like the, how light this is, and obviously it's like 12 o'clock, so. I hope I'm not on camera because my work is gonna be like, who this? Like, don't mind me, this is what I can look like.
Truly, because I do think Fam is the most like statement gloss from the collection. Like that's definitely like my night out,
yeah,
kind of gloss. Next is like the day to day. Fam is the going out at night, and then Chapter is just kind of like the middle sister in between.
My lips are dry, so that's fun.
Oh,
love that.
You need a good lip mask.
I have one sitting on my nightstand.
I just don't use it.
It's the one that smells like cherries.
Oh, from Lawless.
There you go. See?
Blindfold makeup challenge. Don't worry, I got it.
Yep.
I think this looks really good with my eye look.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that looks good.
Thank you.
I like the eyeshadow.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I created it.
Life's
but,
the draft.
but I like it. So,
Life's the draft and for the plot.
The number of times we say to each other for the plot is just, that's like we had to name the collection that. Like it had to be done. Like we went through so many names. We brought in the whiteboard a lot to be able to try to help us figure out what we were doing with our lives and with this collection. But yeah, we say for the plot a lot. I feel like we really live our life by that.
Well, yes, Katie and Samantha often run away saying for the plot, and I'm behind them screaming, that is your life. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah. I called Ashley the other day and I said, I don't know if I want to say this up to the internet, but I said, I'm going to burn someone's house down. Listen, I'm an Aries, so I always go to fire. I'm going to burn your stuff. I'm going to burn, like, fire is my go, which is funny because I'm terrified of fire, to be honest. I'm terrified of fire. So I talk a big game, but I could never back it up because I'm scared. And so I was like, I'm going to light someone's house on fire. And she goes, because you had a cooking accident?
And she said, nope. And I was like, no. Well, door's unlocked. So I told my husband that. He goes, did you really think she was cooking? And I was like, I was hoping. That was the hope.
That gave, I won't lie, that gave me a good chuckle. I could continue. That will go in a book. That will go in a book because that was a really funny moment. I was like,
and she had a rough day that day and then left me, rude, to go hang out with another friend. So I just wanted to make her smile, so I decided to take a horrible selfie of me, which was just like, it will never see, hopefully.
I'll put it right here in the video.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. But she did open it and said that made me laugh, and I was like, good, now please delete that.
That's all that's my screensaver on my phone. That would be funny.
I was trying to send to my husband, like, still in bed, and I didn't realize the flash was on. So it's literally the moment that it hits you, and I'm like,
it's really good though.
I sent it to both of you.
That's what I should have submitted to Ofra for the marketing photos. We could have superimposed the lip gloss on AI, the lip gloss on you. These are our makeup looks, our midday makeup looks. You're going back to work. I have to go to Sephora because that's my job. So
yeah, I'm just gonna be like, sorry, I'm off camera.
Yeah. But you look beautiful. People should see this.
Then they're gonna think I'm either interviewing or...
That's stressful. And then just drop the link to Ofra in the Slack chat.
I'm not interviewing, but...
How about these glosses? You know what I'm saying? But I will have everything linked in the description box. The glosses are available individually for $15 if there's one shade in particular, or you can get the trio for $29. So it's a little bit of a better deal getting the trio. Like I said, the Life's a Draft palette, bronzer, blushes, all of those, all the past glosses are available too. I've been seeing a lot of you getting Millie and Queen, which always makes me so excited. All of those are still available. My discount code is Samantha. Another thank you to Ashley for not only joining me today, but also collabing with me and
Thank you for having me.
I love the collection.
I do. I'm obsessed. I'm waiting for it to like hit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of hit, but like I'm like, that's mine. Yeah. Not mine, but ours. Oh God. I did it.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.